So Chester, let's go back to that women's discussion. I've talked to you about rugby several times, and you try to still tell because they said rugby is rough. It's a very rough sport. You hear parents tell their kids, no, not rugby. And now you want the girl child to be involved. That's a lot of work in TSA.
It's a rough sport played by gentlemen.
I know.
So you've got to be a gentleman for you to play rugby. Yeah. Now, the girl child is, we got to just give the girl child equal opportunity in sports. And rugby is one of those sports that we don't discriminate as to what a man is doing, a woman can also do. So we're looking forward to, as early as possible, 13 years old, they are all involved in the game of rugby. You see, the background or the bedrock of development of any sport is training these kids as early as possible and putting rugby or putting any sports through the school system. Now, we're looking forward to, by grace of God, by next year, all clubs in Nigeria will be having a feeder from the schools. So, for instance, a club, Cowries, would be adopting 2 to 3 schools, within the community, where they are going to be sending coaches out there to go and, assist. Now, you know very well that Nigeria has a good system in terms of, the sports development, the framework, even though it doesn't work the way we'd want it to. But through the State Sports Council, we can actually have the states developing schools rugby. And, right now, after this course, this is officiating, which is the most crucial part of it, because the man in the center determines what happens in the game.
They can make a match.
Exactly. Now, after this, we're going to go to the coaches, where we're going to now train the coaches on the art of just going out there and having the kids to have fun playing the game of rugby. Fantastic. And after that, we now return to the league, concluding the league, which had started, I think, in February this year. And because of the elections, the politics that was going on, everything kind of like, it went on a standstill. Now we're going to just conclude that, and we round up the season.
Sounds good. Simba, let's give this a holistic approach in 2 minutes. Bring it to Africa. With what you see and what you've come to do in Nigeria, how can we upgrade rugby in Africa?
Rugby in Africa is growing and is big. And the minnows, the countries that we used to consider minnows, are now big. I'll give you a classic example. We just had about 2 weeks ago, in Uganda, Kampala, we had the World Cup qualifiers for the sevens. And you had a country like Uganda coming first and qualifying for the World Cup.
They've been doing so well.
Talk about them 4 years ago. They were not there.
Yeah.
Today they're there. We are not talking about Nigeria today. Talk about Nigeria in 4 years to come. The next World Cup, we look forward to having Nigeria there.
Sure, why not?
And that is the direction that the sport is taking. It is taking over in Africa, in many states, in many countries, and everywhere in the country. That's right. And the girl child has also taken root. I just repeat, the other educator that I'm with, Abigail, she's a lady. That's right. And she is actually our national head coach for the Zimbabwean national team, the sevens.
Wow, that's
and
nice.
She's an educator, so her experience cascades down to everyone else.
So what's going down tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow is, like I said earlier on, that's the flagship of programs in Nigeria rugby. The Independent Rugby Sevens is taking place at Polo Club. We're back to the lush green grass of Polo Club. And I would like to sincerely thank Polo Club management for allowing us the use of their pitch. We're going to have, starting tomorrow morning by 10 o'clock, 12 teams, 12 male teams are competing. And then we're going to have the group matches, about 18 matches of 15 minutes each. And then on Sunday, we're going to have schools. Schools are going to open the event, and then you come into the knockout stage. Then the ladies are going to come on. And then we're having a special celebration of veterans. People who've played for Australia, England, France, you know, different countries are coming together to form a team to play against the Nigerian veterans. And that's going to be, you know, the curtain raiser for the finals of this tournament. Now we have lots of fun programs and activities for the whole family. So we want people to actually come out there, come with your family. You know, Polo Club is a very good, it has a very good ambience, you know, for the family and entertainment and all. And we want a situation where by the time we finish in this tournament, thanks to my chairman, President, Mr. Kelechi Mbago, he's used his networking, his company to bring in, you know, captains of industries and companies to come and, you know, support this, you know, program. And by and large, what we're looking for here is we just want you to come and see the game of rugby, come and see the strides that we're making in developing this game. And by the grace of God, next year, you'll be prepared to, you know, eke out some sponsorship. And the kind of money we're talking about is small money when compared to some other sports. No. Some small money you give to us goes a long way towards, you know, giving you good mileage. And we'd like to thank sports writers, which includes Channels TV, you know, for giving us the platform to be able to talk. Because if we do all what we're doing and it's not being carried on TV, on radio, and the print, then it's actually not going anywhere. So thanks very much for...
Thank you. Thank you too. And Simba, I think I should be in that veterans team. What do you think? But I want you to officiate it. So any chance they give you the wrong elbow, you send them out.
My friend, where are you going to play?
No,
you're meant to be playing for the Nigerians.
That's right. Well, I don't know. For the love of the game, I'll see. But Simba is a renowned, world experienced rugby official. It's been there, done that. Tell us about some of your experience of officiating rugby.
I've actually gone to pretty much most of the continents in the world, just to go and officiate the game of rugby. Recently was in the United States last year. But the highlight of my career was actually doing a game with the world's best referee at the moment, Nigel Owens, in South Africa. When he did the All Blacks against the Springboks several years back.
That must be a big one.
That was a big one. It was a big one, most definitely. And also, I have 9 tests that I have under my belt, and I have as the center referee, and I have more than 50 as the assistant referee. I have been to many tournaments across the length and breadth of Africa, and I continue to ref up till, although age is fast catching up, I continue to ref at the highest level. And my recent assignment was the Gold Cup, which features South Africa, Namibia, and Zimbabwe. Oh, wow. And that is where I officiated one of the group games. Yeah.
That's right. That's fantastic. And then you put that you've been on my show tonight also.
It goes to my CV as well. Thank you.
It's just in 2 minutes before I wrap up this part. Let's talk about the Rugby League. How are we getting ready for that?
Well, the Rugby League is it's actually a continuation of the first half of the league, which took place March, April this year. And there are 3 games, or 3 sets of games, which are remaining. So the month of November is going to be dedicated towards that. And then we're going to round up the season with, we're going to start planning for next year, fixtures meeting, and we have the AGM to round up.
Okay, I must say, thank you so much, Simba.
Thank you very much for having us.
All the best in everything you're doing as regards development of rugby in Africa. And Tense Williams, thank you so much.